and Ebony reporting today's news.
Today's top stories. Orville and Emu, British TV's famous puppets, go on sale. Reduction in black bin bag waste. Gavin and Stacey's Nessa turns on Barry's Christmas lights. Record numbers vote in Hong Kong elections. We will also have all your idol celebrity news from Australia.
Two of British TV's most famous puppets, Orville the Duck and Emu, are going on sale at auction. Orville, a cheeky green duckling wearing a nappy, was a regular on television during the 1980s and 1990s, alongside French ventriloquist Keith Harris. Each of the puppets are expected to fetch up to £10,000 when they go under the hammer in London next month. Harris became a household name thanks to the BBC programme The Keith Harris Show, on which Orville became a standout act. At the peak of their popularity in the 1980s, Harris released a number of singles with the puppet, including Orville's song I Wish I Could Fly, which got to number 4 in the single charts. He was diagnosed with cancer of the spleen in 2013 and died 2 years later, aged 67.
Hull's Emu Act was best known for the attacks. His puppet launched against celebrities during guest appearances at their own BBC series, Emu Broadcasting Company. His victims included Michael Parkinson, Snoop Dogg, and the Queen Mother. Hull died in 1999 after falling off the roof of his cottage while adjusting his TV aerial. He was 63 years old. Orville and Emu go on sale in December. The auction house says the Emu on sale is the original puppet owned and used by Rod Hull during his television and stage career, and was acquired from his estate in the early 2000s.
The amount of residual household waste produced per person in Wales has reduced by 17% in 6 years. This is the type of waste which goes into black bin bags and is not recycled, reused or composted. From 2012 to 2013, 270 kilograms was produced per person, dropping to 180 kilograms in 2018 to 2019. The percentage of waste reused, recycled or composted from July 2018 to June 2019 was 63%, the same amount as the year previously. A Welsh Government report found the Welsh Government said its aim is to continue our progress towards zero waste as we move towards a more circular economy. There are types of plastics that can be more difficult to recycle, including black plastics.
A town has had its Christmas lights switched on by one of its most famous residents. Gavin and Stacey's Nessa, actress Ruth Jones, visited in television character Old Stomping Ground, Barry, the Vale of Glamorgan. The BAFTA-winning show about a long-distance relationship between a girl from the town and an Essex boy was last screened in the UK in 2010 in May. It was announced it would return for a one-off Christmas special this year. Over the summer, stars of the show were spotted filming scenes for the Christmas special in Barry. Principal Tourism Officer for the town, Nia Holland, said, "Having Nessa turn on the lights was very special and she was a huge hit with the crowd."
Voters have turned out in record numbers to cast their ballots in Hong Kong's district council elections. Nearly 2.9 million people had voted an hour before polls shut. A 69% turnout. Just 1.47 million voted at the last such poll. The election for it is seen as a test of support for embattled Chief Executive Carrie Lam. Pro-democracy protest groups hope the vote will send send a message to the Chinese government after 5 months of unrest and anti-government protests. In the run-up to the election, pro-democracy protest groups have urged people not to cause disruption. No trouble has been reported so far. Long queues formed on Sunday amid fear polls might be closed by authorities if violence disrupted the election. A record 4.1 million people had registered to vote, or more than half the population of 7.4 million. Pro-democracy campaigners hope they will be able to increase their representation on Hong Kong's district council, which traditionally has some influence in choosing the city's chief executive.
We are now going to cross over to our entertainment presenter in Australia with all your I'm a Celebrity news.
Here's what our celebrity campmates are getting up to down under. Day 8, confessions to the crevice of cruelty, and the camp comes together for the live trial. Our lineup has now been in camp together for just over a week, but already cracks are starting to show. After a fitful night of sleep for Jacqueline, who struggled with James snoring, some of our campmates decided to try and unwind with some yoga. With Kate and Adele connected with the earth, Andy was less than impressed, confessing in the Bush Telegraph that yoga wasn't really for him. The morning only got worse for Jacqueline after she discovered she had been voted once again to do another bush trucker trial, bursting into tears as she had to face the crevice of cruelty with Ian. It was a fairly claustrophobic trial, with Ian and Jacqueline having to enter to separate tunnels with 12 stars hidden in the lower tunnel. The celebrity in the lower tunnel had to get the stars and feed them up to the celebrity in the higher tunnel. Only then would the star count as a meal for camp. The tunnels included critters such as crickets, toads, pythons and crocodiles, and while there were some hairy moments with both Ian and Jacqueline, the dynamic duo managed to score all 12 stars for camp. Jacqueline was in much higher spirits, joking that she even managed to enjoy some parts of the trial. Rather you than me, mate. Caitlin has sentimented herself as one of this year's most popular campmates, both with our lineup and fans alike, thanks to her open and frank discussions around her life. After Kate and Roman scored $100 after tackling the jungle quiz, Kiosk Kev asked the camp, what percent of adults do not trust politicians? A, 59% or B, 79%? The question caused intense discussion amongst camp, with Andrew and James getting touchy as they disagreed. Andrew even going as far as saying it's shambolic. However, the pair decided to hug it out and clear the air, with the team winning the jelly beans for camp. It's finally back. The I'm a Celeb live trial kicked off last night, with our celebrities fighting for the chance to win a care package and a roast dinner. Auntie Kate, Miles and Nadine travelled to the Australian bush on a mission to win 12 care packages for camp, with the remaining celebrities having to take part in the live trial. For 2019, the live trial was Love Island themed, which will happily get us in the mood for the upcoming Winter Love Island. But our campmates were not expected to couple up. Instead, Ant and Dec received typical Love Island style texts with challenges that lent themselves to Love Island lingo. Ian, Jacqueline and Caitlin did the Pied Off Challenge, which saw them try and win stars by delivering through a huge pie using only their mouths. While Jacqueline and Caitlin managed to get these stars with little difficulty, a wretched Ian accidentally dropped his star, meaning he had to fish it out his pie twice. The third challenge saw them take a dip in the crock tub. Andrew, Caitlin and Ian had to stay in the hot tub filled with baby crocodiles and down a Love Island themed cocktail, Caroline, Jack, Ian hurling, to win a star each. While Ian's gag reflex kicked off again, he managed to keep his drink down, with the team winning another 3 stars. James and Roman had to take on the last challenge on a bed. Tilted, snaky behaviour, the two had to transfer 3 stars into 3 different boxes. It was less of a success for those two, failing to land the last 3 stars. Ian, Cliff and Andy will be the only 3 campmates not winning the roast dinner. We'll see whether the remaining campmates landed the care packages in tonight's show. Find out what happens tonight when I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here returns on ITV at 9 p.m. And that's your I'm a Celebrity roundup from Australia. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Amber, and that was the latest news for Monday 25th November 2019. Remember to follow us on Twitter at Abercarn Studios for the latest news updates.